Everyone, today we are going to be swatching and showing you an eye look of the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette. This palette is stunning. I love the greens, the blues, all the tones in here. So if you want to see swatches of this beautiful eyeshadow palette, just keep watching. And the eye look I did, obviously. Now that you guys have seen the swatches of this palette, let's talk about it. I want to talk about the packaging first. This packaging is stunning. It is bulky, but it's not the most bulky palette ever, so that's nice. I do love the design. I think it's so pretty. It has nice holographic features, which I always like in a palette. It's very, very beautiful. I love the design. When you open it up, these are the shades inside. Honestly, I did think the eyeshadows would be a bit bigger. I was kind of thinking more like Natasha Denona size, but these are beautiful. I've never tried Kaleidos eyeshadows before, so this was my first time. I'm very, very happy about it. I love this color story, so I was happy for this to be my first time trying their eyeshadows. And so far, spoiler alert, I love them. So this is what the palette looks like. Obviously, as you guys have seen, it did come with like a little slip over top to keep the eyeshadows safe and stuff like that, but it does come with a nice mirror, as you guys can see me here. But yeah, this palette's beautiful. This is the box that it came in, which is obviously a different design. It's still cool. I just prefer the packaging of the actual palette, and I don't keep like boxes anyways, so totally fine. I like this color story a lot. I like the mix of mattes and like shimmers, and these shimmers are so metallic and good, and just they're yummy shades. I really, really like them. Now I'm going to show you guys the eyeshadow tutorial look that I did. To start this eye look, I took the shade You're My Only Hope. It looks more purple in the pan. It's definitely more of like a inner corner highlight sort of shade. I took 7 of 9 and this green and blended them together in the outer corner, the green on the inner corner, just to kind of do a gradient. Blended that out. I then took this BH Cosmetics pencil in my waterline. I took a cotton round and sort of cut my crease in like a unique fashion. I did this one time before and I really liked it, so I decided that was how I wanted to do my look today. Took the shade Firefly, which is like this really pretty iridescent green, built it up. I wet my brush a bit because it was a bit more sheer but very, very beautiful, and I put that on my lid where I cut the crease. And then I took these shades on my lower lash line, mainly the 2 blue shades. I darkened up the outer corner, and then I added this blue inner corner. I added mascara, which I used Milk Makeup mascara, and I really like how this look turned out. I did a neutral lip, like just like a natural like lip color with this look. I thought it turned out really pretty. I love this palette so far. The eyeshadows blended beautifully. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. And then here is a more HD version of the look, and I wanted to show you just how sparkly that green shade Firefly is. And then for a twist, I added eyeliner and a dark lip. I love doing this. I love taking photos with a natural lip and then doing a dark lip. And then here is a small close-up of the liner. Let's talk about the shades that I did use. So I used, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades out of 15. So I think that's pretty good, honestly. I love this palette so much. The shades that I used were beautiful. You're My Only Hope is such a beautiful highlight shade. I used it on my inner corner, and I actually used it on my cheekbones as well. It was just so stunning. It's beautiful. I saw Bean use this as a highlighter, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, good lord, I need to try that, and I'm so glad I did because I really, really love it. Also, love the Star Wars reference. That makes me happy. Also, love the Star Trek reference of 7 of 9, love that. Firefly, which I used on my lid on the cut crease, was absolutely stunning. I just love the shade of it. Like, it's so hard to show off how beautiful it is. It is more of like a topper shade, so keep that in mind. I would probably add like another color underneath just to make it pop more, or you can easily use a glitter glue or a or wet your brush. That's what I did, and it made it way more intense and good. Let's talk about the mattes I used. So I used these 3 mattes. I didn't use Queen of Blades as much as the other 2, but these 2 were awesome. I love how they blended together, actually. So on my inner corner, obviously, I used the green and then I blended that into 709, and I just love how that looked. The gradient was beautiful. I definitely think that these shades blend beautifully. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. I didn't blend as much as I could have in my look, but even so, I think it blended out pretty well. And I just added Queen of Blades on the lower lash line on the like outer corner, and I liked that shade. It deepened it up nicely. I do want to do like a dark look with these shades since there are a nice variety of dark colors, so keep an eye out for that because I will definitely do a dark look eventually, but I wanted to kind of do like a blue look because that's kind of where I was most inspired to start with. I forgot to mention that the shade Red Giant does have like a little club symbol, which I think is kind of adorable, honestly. I'm really stoked. I've heard mixed things about Kaleidos's mattes, like the deeper shades, so I'm curious to see how those work out. The shades that I did use, I love, so I am very, very curious. The palette did swatch really well. I love the shades in this palette, you guys. Like, they are just so... they're so gorgeous. I love the color story. I love the blues, and like I love these like purpley tones. Then I love these like orangey tones on the red. Like, I just love it all, honestly. This palette is only being restocked once more, so that's why I'm filming this as soon as possible so you can get your hands on it hopefully before they sell out for good. I got mine obviously in the first batch, and I'm happy I picked this up. I think the quality is amazing. I love it. Palette does retail for $45 US. I don't think that's bad. You get 15 shades, so I don't think that's bad at all. I've never tried Kaleidos eyeshadows, like I've said, so I'm pleasantly surprised. I did want to try their Escape Pod palette, but the shades in there, like, I heard mixed reviews on. Their other palettes, though, I've heard amazing things, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try out more of their palettes, but this one is stunning. Like, I love this palette. It is so... it's gorgeous. Like, I can't even like get over how in love with it I am. I do wish, like, I don't think this palette needed to be as bulky as it is. I think they could have obviously made it a little less bulky, but besides that, I like the packaging. I think it's stunning, and I think it's an okay type of bulky. It's not the bulkiest palette I've ever seen, so that's good. I just prefer when palettes are thinner whenever they can be, because what's the point? I do want to say that usually Kaleidos shipping, because they are all the way overseas and I live in Canada, shipping usually takes a month or so, but this palette came within 2 weeks. Like, that was insanely fast. I'm so happy it came so fast. Like, I was shocked when I got it in the mail so fast, so I'm happy. Oh my gosh, like, this color story is so inspiring to me. Like, all I can think about are the plethora of looks I can do. Like, I can see myself doing like a peachy look, a red look, a purpley look, like a dark look, a dark blue look, a dark green look. Like, and you could do like a natural look with that natural brown shade as well. Like, you have so many options in this palette, in my opinion. I know this palette isn't going to be for everyone, but it is for me. Do I think it's unique? Decently, yeah. Like, together, I do think it's kind of unique. I mean, I'm sure I have some of these shades elsewhere, but for the most part, I'm happy. Like, I don't have any qualms with this palette. It swatched beautifully, and we know swatches don't dictate how these will, you know, work on the eyes, but, you know, the shades I have tried on my eyes are really good, so I'm really enticed to see how the darker shades hold up. I really am. I'm really hoping for good things, and all the looks I've seen and all the people talking about it have said that this palette's beautiful, so I'm looking forward to it. I will be doing a review of this palette in my next ranking, my last 10 eyeshadow palette video. That probably won't be for a bit because I have to have a few more palettes to try, so that'll be for a bit, but I will be doing like a review. I will definitely be doing more looks with this palette. Like, as I said, so much inspiration, so this will definitely be a palette you see a lot more. I'll try to do some more TikTok tutorials, so make sure you're following me there, and on Instagram as well. I've been posting little tutorials too. Let me know which of these shades are your favorite. I don't think I could pick one. Maybe, I'm thinking probably 7 of 9 is my favorite matte, and then You're My Only Hope is my favorite shimmer. I think that those two are my favorite shades out of this entire palette, but also just from swatching, the shade Rock Hopper is just, it's stunning. It's definitely gonna be one of my favorites because it's such a unique purpley gray. It is so unique. I want that all over my lid, honestly. Like, it speaks to my, like, emo kid fantasies, not gonna lie. Like, you guys, I'm sorry to keep saying it, but I'm in love with this palette. Like, I can't help myself. It's so, so beautiful. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if there are any looks you want me to do. So if there are any colors in here that you want me to use together to do a look, let me know. I'll definitely do that. I love when you guys give me suggestions. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe. Comment down below any videos you'd like to see me do. Go follow my Instagram and TikTok, Makeup by Tasha XO. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.